Truth, lies, shenanigans.
Yes. So I'm sure you guys have heard about the missing submersible called the Titan that was set to explore the Titanic, boarding 5 people. Well, we know that the trip went from rescue to recovery after finding pieces of that submersible and discovering that an implosion actually occurred.
Mm.
So this vessel lost contact with the mothership about an hour and 45 minutes into their mission, or into its dive rather, and it didn't surface as it was expected, which started this whole search from the jump. So from the details, we know the trip provider OceanGate Expeditions, the company is facing a series of mechanical problems, and even workers from that company mentioned that they felt it wasn't safe because of previous issues that the Titan had. My question to you guys is, should the deaths of the 5 passengers aboard the submersible be seen as an accident in a high-risk adventure, or does the responsibility actually lie within the organizers of the company to ensure that their customers are safe, basically?
I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward. It's definitely a high risk adventure. I mean, these are thrill
What?
seekers. These are thrill
Yeah.
seekers. I mean, one of the guys was on the spacecraft that Bezos went up. I mean, they're
Oh
trying.
yeah, I read about him.
So,
Yeah, I heard
so
about him.
and then they
That
put in the
prospect.
waivers. They put in their waivers a bunch of times that, hey, this is your potential to die. On top of that, all these. I mean, yeah, there were previous people that said that, hey, this thing is dangerous. You shouldn't go on it. I even think I read that a couple of the people who were on it had gotten the warnings that they probably shouldn't go on it. So I don't know. These are
Yeah.
I
thrill
mean,
seekers. I'm not. It doesn't feel the same as when I saw the shuttles. Several years, decades ago,
Yeah, no.
when those went up, because those people were putting their lives online for scientific exploration and things like that. These guys were going out to have fun. It's no different than being on some ATVs, doing wheelies and stuff like that, and something happens to you. Eh,
yeah,
I feel bad for you, but sometimes you earn it. I don't know. What do you think, Rob?
it was their
Well,
fault.
let me preface my comments by saying, like, we need to approach these types of incidents with
Yes.
empathy and
Let me
considered perspective.
reiterate.
Yes,
Let,
of
let,
course.
let me let me
Of
mirror
course.
what you're saying, Rob. Because yes, although I'm not shedding a tear, I do feel for the families that are left behind.
Of course. Of
Absolutely.
course.
That being said, I mean, those who participate in high risk activities acknowledge the potential for dangers when they sign up. It's not necessarily, they don't necessarily imply that they're actively seeking harm or disaster. Like when you go to an amusement park, you're not signing up for the ride to go off the rails, but it is
Right.
a risk. It is a real risk, right? So people engaging in these activities are hoping to have a unique experience, or they're exploring new frontiers, and that's exciting. That's what we do as humans. So, but we
Right.
usually blindly trust that the operators and organizers have taken the appropriate precautions to ensure our
They're
safety. And at
supposed
the end
to.
of the day, the responsibility lies with the operators and the authorities to prioritize the safety of passengers in these types of tourist activities. Because if it's not safe,
But then what's
somebody's
the
got to say
point in
no.
waivers? I mean, what's the point in having waivers if that's the case? I mean, they're not enforceable. Why is the responsibility of them? I mean, yeah, they should tell them,
Oh, I'm
hey, this is
saying,
really
I
dangerous.
mean,
hey man, whoever
because it's
greenlit
the
this
new.
project at the government level and said this is acceptable, you're operating within these safety guidelines
Right.
and parameters is acceptable. Clearly, it wasn't done. So somebody didn't do their job at an official level, and people died.
All right, Johnny,
And
real quick.
I feel like when it comes to the situation, I think the company is at fault, because if you think about it, like, rich people are always going to find something new to do. Like there's always going to be something new, like
Because they're bored.
like for real. They're bored. They want to go on to the moon. They want to go to Mount Everest. And I'm
I
going
mean,
to be
I want to
honest,
go
if
to
I
the
was
moon. I still
wealthy,
want to go to the moon. I just want to reiterate.
right, I want to do that too. So I get why they want to see the Titanic. Um, but I think that it was the fault of this company, because if you know that you have a risky, if you know that the submersible hasn't passed all the tests that it was supposed to have passed, or in the past that it was um, faulty things wrong with it, I would never put it out there. Like, I would never even market it, promote it, or anything like that, because of the risk that it could cause death. Like, it's already a submersible alone. You can die because it's a submersible, but
But
now the submersible itself imploded. Like that's not
It was
the ocean.
operating successfully previously, so it was working. It's kind of like the roller coaster worked. Those
during the
349,000
test.
times, it was that one time that it popped up. Okay,
But see, that's the thing.
Clearly
Maybe
It didn't go out
need
that
five
many times.
when you defy
This is a question.
physics to this level, when you're going to space, when you're going deep sea, death is a very real eventuality, and you have to accept that. And unfortunately, it played out that way.
Yeah.
All right.
That's true. That's true.
Truth, lies, shenanigans.
Is this truth, lies, or shenanigans?
There are shenanigans.
Titanic-
I'm going
in
with
the story.
shenanigans on this one. This is I want to say
There are
truth, but
shenanigans
this is
afoot.
shenanigans.
I was like, this is the truth.
I feel you on truth, but no.
I feel bad.
All right.
It's true, but shenanigans afoot.